All right, so just getting stuff set up. Hey, Dom, what's up, buddy? Hey, J-Dog. With you in just a second. Hold on. Hey, Sly Lincoln Central. How you doing, bud? Just getting stuff set up, guys, so just bear with me a few minutes, all right? We'll just hang out for a little bit if everybody can hear me all right. Just let me know. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll just hang out for a few minutes and we'll let a few people roll in here and have a few things to talk about. And hey, Armando, what's up, buddy? Cool. Good to see everybody in here. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Thank you very much. I did get your donation. You are first on the list. Thank you very much for that. I'm very, 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 very glad that you're here. I missed you. Good to see you. Hey, Cajun Coin Earner, how you doing, bud? Okay, Vicky, I can do that. I'll tell you what. I'll just put it on in the stream if that's what you want. That's fine. Hey, Sean, how you doing, bud? Very cool, man. Very cool. Glad to see you in here. So, hey, I'm getting a few people rolling in here. And in case you didn't notice by looking at the video there, did you notice anything different? Yeah, hold on. I got a ring of death going on my laptop. I don't know what it's from. So, hold on one second. I got to click over here to live. There you go. Keeps kicking me off. Anyway, notice the background there that in the picture it says General AG right there in front of you. Just got this today. I did do a video on the unboxing. Stacy kind of worked this out with Silver Seeker, and they kind of made me a mat. I had nothing to do with the making of this, just the receiving of it. So I'm gonna pull the camera up here a second, and I'll let you take a look at it, and we'll go from there. So there it is, the General AG Price, and it's got a picture of the Kronos on it, and Silver Seeker logo, and then over here on this corner it says it's silver time. So I now have my mat, which is very cool. Very, very happy to get it. Yeah, that 2019 W quarter you're seeing in there, that was found and changed today by Stacy at work. That was in her change drawer. So that actually belongs to Stacy's Miscellany. That is not mine. She made that loud and clear that that is not mine. So, you know, that's how it goes. So I still don't have one, but that's all right. But hey, I'm allowed to stream tonight because I want to make an announcement. Silver Seeker did send me some pennies, which I paid for, and I paid for the shipping and stuff. But he actually went through the effort to box them up and ship them to me and everything, which was really cool, because where I live, I can't get pennies for some stupid reason. I would have to drive a couple hour round trip any direction to get some. So, and with my schedule with work and everything, that's kind of really not feasible for me, because the days I would have to do it, I'm working. So with that being said, I now have 3 boxes here. No, I'm not gonna sell all 3 boxes, of course, because I'm gonna make sure I got some. But I was kind of kicking around an idea, and I really want some feedback on this. I'm gonna do a video of it and explain it better so I can get more feedback from everybody. But since I'm known as a general, I was thinking about doing a deal called Pennies on Deployment. And what I'm going to do is I want people to send me boxes of pennies. Of course, I will pay for the pennies and the shipping in a flat rate box or whatever. And when I go to open them on the stream, we're going to say these were, this is a battalion of pennies that was sent to us from, you know, like these here. This is a battalion from Central Missouri. Somebody wants to send me some from Ohio, then these are pennies on deployment from Ohio. You know, we'll get pennies from all across the country, so we're not dipping out of the same pile of pennies every time. I know there's several people that get boxes of pennies, and they have really awesome luck. I know one time that Dickie Morin actually had a box of wheat pennies, and he found 220 some odd wheat pennies in one box. So you never know. And if we're getting them from all across the country, hey, you know, it's really cool. So I just thought that was something that was just kicking around the idea. Or I could call it the Copper Caravan, because I'm getting pennies from all around the country. I'm just, like I said, it's just a preliminary idea. Something I'm going to kick around, and I am going to do a video about it, and I'm going to ask for everybody's input and feedback, so I can kind of decide which direction to go. It'll help me because I'll still be allowed to stream, but I'm looking at pennies from all across the country instead of just right here in my neighborhood. You know, so it's good for everybody. You know, and if just kind of like one of the ideas I thought about doing was, if somebody actually does this and sends me a box of pennies, I'm going to do $10 donation from them for doing it for me as a thank you. And whatever I find, of course, is just like any other donation. We'll go that route, and then the rest of the box will be sold to donators. So, hey, that would be cool. I know Memorial Day was the other day, but thank you to the National Guard, Coast Guard, on all the reserves and everybody, because they don't get near enough recognition either, and sometimes they're the grunts of the matter, and they do a lot of the work and don't get recognized. Thank you for your service. So, with that being said, just wanted to kick around some ideas, tell everybody what's going on. You know, I do have a video of the unboxing of the mat and some of the other stuff I got. I will be posting that later on after the stream, so it should be available tonight or tomorrow. So I really do appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for supporting the stream and for showing up. I enjoy having you here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and we'll get started, and I'm going to open up this box of pennies, and then we'll get started on 6 rolls from Vicky C, and she said to give them out to the chat. So we're going to do that, and then we're also for the I'm doing a 400 sub giveaway. I'm almost at. Hey Ravenhawk, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here, man. I'm going to do a 400 sub giveaway. I'm almost there. And that 400 sub giveaway, I'm going to give out this 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar. And I'm giving away this 1/2 ounce War of the Pacific 2014. And that'll be what I'm giving out for my 400 subs. Hey, buyer boys, how you doing? So just wanted to let you know that. So we'll get out these 6 rolls here, and we'll get started. So if I missed anything in the chat, I apologize, guys, and I'll try to keep up. So, and just so you know, here's the rolls. You can tell they are circulated, so we're not so here we go. We're going to get started, and we're going to bust these open on the very first roll to be gone through on the brand new mat. Good luck. So hope we find something. Here we go. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I know there's a lot of storms in a lot of places. Ohio got hammered. A lot of places up around Dayton and there. So let's just hope everybody stays safe and comes through it okay. I know Oklahoma got hammered in a lot of places. Been a lot of bad storms in a lot of places, and unfortunately there have been fatalities, but let's hope everybody's okay. Cool, Armando, thank you very much. Looking forward to having you down here, man, and we'll cook up some food and we'll have a good time. We'll go see if we can't find a diamond maybe. So, all right then. First roll, we didn't find anything, but you know, when you make a donation, just like every other time, everybody else, you make a donation, you at least get a silver dime. Anything we find in the rolls, and if we don't find nothing in your rolls, I'll make sure I throw in 4 or 5 random miscellaneous coins and wheats, and we'll make sure you get a nice pack. So I hope everybody got their stuff from before. I know Dom sent me a picture saying he got his. Really not exactly happy with the way the mail has been lately on a lot of stuff, and they're really messing up a lot, and takes a long time for some certain stuff, and other stuff is lightning fast. So hope you're doing okay, Ravenhawk. Good to see you in here, bud. Yeah, I know, man. I sent some stuff. I mean, there's people that sent stuff that took 9-10 days. Hey, there's a 09 Lincoln sitting on a log. Put that over there. I know there's people that got mail that you know, was sent out 2 weeks prior, and somebody else from the same area got mail in 3 days. So I don't know what's going on. It's just weird. Sorry for that, guys. I actually forgot to turn off my notifications, so I apologize for that. I will fix that in a minute. Um, oh, here we go with the third roll. See if we can find something. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm trying to watch the chat too, so try not to miss anything. What does that say? Haha. Your text tone went off. I checked mine the same. Yep. I hear you, man. I just I forgot to turn them off. I usually turn off the notifications so I don't have that issue. And I just got done doing my unboxing video prior to the stream, and I really did space off turning them off. So it's okay. We'll get it fixed. Hey, Jose, keep looking, man. Stacy just found one today, the one that's in the window right there on the camera was found in her cash drawer today at work, so it does belong to her. But we get a lot of I'm not saying I can go to the bank and buy rolls and I'm going to find some more, but we get a lot of tourists here, so I'm sure that's how it got here. But that's okay. We don't care. I think it's really cool that she's got one. I don't, but I will. Yeah, you know what? I know a lot of people that went through a lot of boxes and they have yet to find one. I mean, there's people that literally went through 20 entire boxes of quarters and have yet to find one. And I think it does have a lot to do with your location, because there's people on a couple of the sales pages that are from like Florida and New York and stuff. And man, they're just racking them up. I mean, one guy had like 32 of them for sale, and he's like nailing them. Well, he's a lot closer to West Point than most people, and I think it has a lot to do because there's a lot of people in the Midwest that are saying they can't even find them. So your location has a lot to do with it. I want to make sure I'm going to try to get a Lowell from every one of the 5 for this year. So that's my game plan. A lot of them are selling high, and I really don't want to pay that kind of money. The cheapest I've seen them so far was one guy had them for $13 a piece shipped, and I don't know. I just if they were silver, I wouldn't have a problem paying that, because it'd be something really cool, but I'm not paying $13 for a clad quarter. Just not going to happen. Hey, we got a Canadian. So there's another one to add to the pile. And it appears to be a 1982 Canadian. Pretty wore down, pretty beat up. But nonetheless, it's going in the pile. Yeah, hey, you rockin'. Actually, I just seen where they closed. They're a 20-foot over flood stage. I'm actually down here in southern Arkansas, and one of the guys at work just popped it up earlier that was 20-foot over flood stage. So I hear you. good to be back streaming. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm glad to be back on. Really bummed me out that I couldn't stream. And but hey, we'll do what we can, do everything we can. There's a Wheatie right there. Let's see what we got. That's a Wheatie, and we'll flip it over, and it's kind of got a little something black all over the face, and it's a 1952 Denver. Just like, looks like some crud. No big deal, but hey, it's going in the pile. So let's see what Ravenhawk said. 8 inches overnight. Wow, that's a lot of rain. So we found our first Wheatie from St. Louis. That's cool. Thank you, buyer boys. Yep, you know, you can thank Stacy's Miscellany and Silver Seeker for that, because I had nothing to do with the design of this mat. That's a very nice 1964 BU. Appears to be a Denver. Hold on, let me check. It is a 1964 Denver. Very clean. We're putting that over there. So, thank you, Ravenhawk. I appreciate that, bud. Yeah, they did a great job. I really like it a lot. A lot. So, well, we're going to open up the last roll here and see what we can find. Hopefully we can find some more stuff in here. Yeah, Cajun Coin Hunter, that's kind of our game plan. So did everybody have a good day? Mine was kind of long. A lot of miscellaneous small deliveries and stuff. So it was okay, relatively speaking. So, well, hey, there's the 6 rolls from Vicky C. And she gave those to the end of the stream. So, to the chat. So what we're going to do is we got 4 miscellaneous coins there. Got a Canadian, a couple we got a Canadian, a Lincoln, a Wheat, a BU 64, and I'm gonna probably add a couple to that and a silver dime, and we'll give that out to the end of stream. So along with some other stuff I'll put in the end of stream, but that's where we're gonna start. So thank you very much, Vicky C. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here. So let's flip over and we'll check and do a refresh on the PayPal, and we'll go from there. So alrighty, so I do have another one. We have another 6 rolls from Mr. Ravenhawk, and with the same instructions. So, well, that's what we're going to do. We'll get out 6 more rolls here. 6 more St. Louis rolls. And very nice, buyer boys. So there's our 6 rolls right there. And I'm going to grab a drink real quick, and then we'll get started. Thank you, Ravenhawk. I appreciate you, bud. Hey, how many of you went to the auction last night, man? That was really awesome. Really liked it a lot, although you know, I tried to pick up a couple items. It was almost nearly impossible. Hyperinflation at its best. A lot of people. Kind of caught me off guard. I had some other things planned, and I didn't get an opportunity because that came up really quick, and so yuck. I don't know what's on that one. That was all coated bad, but it was really cool. Smashed. Yeah, right. It's almost like there was a couple of them that every time I threw a bid up there, man, I had like a couple of them that no matter what I said, they were just beating me up. But it's okay. That's kind of the way it rolls. It's okay to bid up something you really want, but you kind of got to use common sense in the process. So I should have pulled the trigger on that camel coin, though. I really had a number put in my head, and I hit that number, and I said, no, I'm not going over that. And you know, the sad part is that I could have turned around and went ahead and bought it, and I definitely could have made money on it. Those things are bringing insane prices in certain areas, and I'm not talking about eBay. You know, that some of that vintage stuff is going through the roof. So, but it is what it is. I'll save it for donating to somebody else's stream. I don't need one coin that much. So, or one round, I should say. So, I guess it would help if I paid more attention to what's going on. I mean, my deal was not live. It bounced me out of live again. So, really weird, but it is what it is. Hey, speaking of Vicky, go ahead and shoot me an email, and so that way I have your email address. I got one I want to send you, so you can do that. Hey, that's a lot of sodium. How you doing? So if you don't have a problem with that, I'd appreciate that. $39 proof sets today in the mail. Every year from 68 to 06, paid $218 less and $6 a set. Wow, that's nice. You got them for $6 a set. You did good. They usually average 9 to 12. Email, please. That way I can write you an email and send it to you. So, if you would, that'd be great. So, well, so far we ain't found anything, but that don't mean we're not going to find something. Yeah, Dom, that's a good buy, man. You know, if you can pick up that many quantity and give them down to $6, you did good, because on average, I've been seeing them, you know, 9 to 12 and sometimes higher depending on the year. There's a couple of those that are bringing good good money, even though they're just clad. So, but there's some of those years that are really in the demand, and wow, cool, man. That is awesome. Yeah, we hope so, man. I hope there's some Wheaties coming. Wheaties, Canadians, Indian heads, anything, we'll take them. 09s, I don't care. Nice BU older ones, that'd be cool. I don't have a problem. They're all cool. That's really cool, man. You don't find those very often, but you know, there's a lot of people that are finding stuff right now that I would have to attribute to the Great American Coin Hunt thing. I mean, the other night in the stream, he pulled a, I think it was a 1906 Barber half. Wow. Man, you just don't pull Barbers. Somebody had to dump them. You know, that's really, really cool. All right, man, that's cool. No problem. I know Ravenous Treasure's not in here. Hey, Ink Man, how you doing, bud? Good to see you, buddy. Ravenous Treasure, I ain't seen him in here, but I think he is injured. I don't know if he's injured or not. I just heard that you know, a bomb blew up and he got injured. I think it was a bath bomb, but I don't know. I'd have to talk to Ravenous Darling. I think one of his bath bombs blew up. Launched his rubber ducky up and hit him in the head or something. I don't remember. Yeah, Ink Man, it's kind of crazy, bud. Hey, there's a 72 BU. Wow, we're going to put that over there. I'm going to have to scope that one because I want to check that and see if there's any DDO on there. A lot of BUs. There's another 72. I'm going to put that over there and check it. So, well, let's found some nice 72s in there, but we'll check those out, but we'll keep looking. So, yeah, I hope you're safe, man. You got a lot of storms up in the neighborhood right now? I know they said we were supposed to get a bunch, and I think it all went north, so that put it up in your neighborhood. So let's hope it doesn't hit anything up there, Ravenhawk, and you and Armando and all those guys up north. Stay safe, guys. That's the main thing. Rule number 1. Got to stay safe. Got to get used to coins bouncing on this mat. Hey, Bob's Coins, how you doing, bud? Good to see you in here, man. There's a Canadian right there. Got us a Canadian. It appears to be a 91. Put that over there in the pile. We'll take it. Yes, it is. So jelly, Vicky. I'm so jelly. Yep. She made sure to let me know that it was hers. She abuses me like that all the time. But it's okay. I deserved it. Dang it. Thank you, Lincoln, man. Appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody being here. Vicky, you take care too. I know you guys were getting a lot of real bad weather up in that neighborhood. You know, also got a bunch of really bad storms up in Ohio, and Dayton got slammed. Northern Dayton got hammered. And, you know, the other day in central Missouri over in Jeff City, man, they got bombed. They got hammered. They said that one up there was on the ground for 48 miles. Is that what it is, Vicky? You really think? I think it probably has something to do with it. Yeah. Yeah. I think that has something to do with it, Vicky, right there. She's still mad that I didn't get her a kitten, so she's keeping it. Yep, you're probably right. Well, that's probably partially right, but mostly because, you know, now I got her hooked, so she's constantly searching the drawer, and she goes to the bank a lot, and so she's searching actually more than I am, technically speaking. She looks through more coins every day than I do, and you know, that's okay. That's what it's all about. If you have the opportunity, do it. Vicky, you don't even have an understanding what that means. No, I mean, I know you do, but she literally don't forget nothing. I think she still remembers what color tennis shoes I had when I was 11. I'm just saying. Okay, Bob, no problem, buddy. Well, that's it for that. We did find 3 more. Found a couple 72 BUs and a Canadian. We're going to add them to the same envelope for the end of stream. And because it was a separate donation, we're going to throw in another silver dime. So now that's 2 silver dimes in the end of stream, along with the stuff I might put in there. So there's that. And we'll flip over here and do a refresh. And see how things are going. And I do have another one. Another $10 donation for 6 more rolls from Bob's Coins. Thank you very much, Bob. Appreciate you, buddy. And we'll dig out 6 rolls and get started. Well, you know what, man? That is real, and that's the way it should be. J-Dog. That's, you got a situation like that, you know, unless you're actually showing somebody in harm's way like that, that's, you know, people need to be informed. There need to be a lot more of that when it comes to storms. People need to be informed. I think there's a lot of towns, the one I live in included, that they took out the they took out the civil defense sirens because they said it cost too much money for maintenance and upkeep and upgrading and all that stuff or whatever. Well, we're 6 miles below a dam, and you know, on top of that, we're in an area where they could have tornadoes, and the mayor decided that he didn't think we needed sirens. But yet they're paying a guy to drive around in a truck for the county for emergency management, but we have no sirens. So his actually one of the things that come out of the mayor's mouth was, well, everybody will be notified by cell phone. Well, you know what? Not everybody's got one. So, I mean, I do. A lot of people do, but not everybody does. So what about them people? Anyway, enough of that. Soapbox time. I'm done. Really? Really? Most of the time. I just caught that in the chat. I was sitting here running my mouth, and I was trying to do this penny thing, and you know, and I look up and I see this, and I see Armando's comment, and I'm looking, okay, what? So I look up and see what Stacy said, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I see how this works. Yeah. Yeah, I got it now. You want to know what the funny part is? Oh, this is so, this is wow, that's terrible, Vicky. The funny part about it is she says stuff like that, but you know what? I have a Lowell quarter sitting in front of me. So there's that. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Just saying. So I'm going to look at that real close a minute. That's a 1964D. Very clean, very nice. Got some nice shine to it. We'll put that over there in the pile. So sorry, I'm looking up trying to see some of the chat at the same time, guys, and I'm kind of catching half of a conversation. So pardon me if I miss something. Right, Vicky, right? No, actually she wouldn't use a skillet. I'm just saying. She got tons of other things she could hit me with. Yeah, well, yeah, Armando, you're right. Basically, in a nutshell, it's just like ask for it and she'll have it. So there's not really going to be a fight about it or nothing. So I'm just saying, not an issue. That is probably the most hammered wheat scent I've seen. This thing is annihilated. The back is like foobarred. I didn't even know it was a wheat. So look at this. I did not even know it was a wheat. Barely. I'm going to try to see the date on this. I'm not promising nothing. No. I'm not even, I'm going to have to scope that, but I'm going to ballpark it at a 46 maybe. That is like totally horrible. That is like totally annihilated. I'm gonna have to scope that one. Probably won't even be able to tell then. It actually looks like 46, but it was a beady, all right. But hey, we're finding Wheaties, so I mean, I realize they're not the greatest in the world, but we're finding them. Well, that was it for that one. Here we go again. Hey Bob, how you doing, bud? Glad you made it back. Doing your rolls right now. So so far I found up a really insanely beat up Wheatie. I think it's a 46. Probably gonna have to scope it to find out, and I'm not even sure I can find out at that point. But and I found a really nice 64, really crisp, clean 64. So, but we're still looking. At least we're finding wheats, or just that one wasn't the greatest in the world. Not gonna be sending it off to get graded anytime soon. Just saying. Don't forget, everybody, if you donate, you get a silver dime. Anything we find in the rolls. And if we don't find a whole lot in your rolls, hey, you get, you know, I'll send you 4 or 5 other miscellaneous wheats or other coins and so forth. And make sure you get a nice pack. As always, I send everything out in a thank you card because I do appreciate you being here. I do appreciate what you do for the streams and supporting the community. And that's what it's all about. So, all right, we got 3 left for Bob's coins. Getting something to drink here. Yep, and I went off live again, so sorry about that. Don't know why it keeps dumping me. Hopefully sometime in the very really near future I'll upgrade stuff, and hopefully we don't have that problem. There's a 1973 that's really BU, insanely beautiful. We're going to put that over there for Bob, because you don't find those very often. And actually, some of those non-wheatback BUs in the 60s and early 70s they're actually bringing nice premium, actually. I've seen a lot of them selling for $5, $6, $7 a piece on some of these sites, and it's like, wow, really? But they make awesome book fillers, and a lot of people, I think that's why they're buying them. They want the real nice BUs for their books, so they can have nice shiny pennies instead of beat up ones. So hey, Armando, I'm not sure if you do that or not, but this is a major topic in the town here right at the moment. Pike County, where I live, Murfreesboro area, we are a second hottest tourist attraction in the state of Arkansas with the Crater of Diamonds State Park. We are also a dry county, so if you wish to have a alcoholic beverage, whether it be beer, wine, or anything else, you have to pretty much leave the area and drive 20 some odd miles to do that, to pick up stuff to do that. So if you're going to come down here and you wish to drink a glass of wine or have a couple beers or something, you're gonna have to bring it with you, or stop somewhere else and get it on your way down before you get to Pike County. Anyway, so the topic is there's a place opening up here in town. It's going to be a bed and breakfast and a restaurant and all that stuff. Well, they were granted a license to serve beer and wine and stuff and alcohol. Well, started a snowball effect, and so now all the other restaurants and stuff are hooping and hollering. They want their opportunity, so they're really pushing to make that happen. Not sure when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen, but they're pushing to make that happen. And there's even a bunch of them in the greater area that are trying to push it to make the county wet again. No, I'm fine. I believe it or not, man, there's another 71 semi BU. Very nice. I'll put that over there for Bob. I don't. We're good. I don't drink enough to say I drink. Yeah, you know, Armando, I'm sorry, I won't do that. The one in question is not, it's not even open right at the moment, actually, and if you need a place to stay other than a standard motel, I'd be happy to hook you up with a guy that has a couple of what they call vacation rentals, which are, one of them's a house. And he's got a couple other cabins that are fully equipped. All you got to bring is your clothes and food. So there's a really cherry Canadian, a 2007, or wait, that's 2001, and that thing is BU. Very nice. But yeah, I can hook you up with something better than that. The motels, there's one that's really cool, but really good, really nice, but they're rather spendy. The vacation rentals are actually your best option, man. Hey, Whitney Balls, how you doing? Sorry I missed you sooner. Wasn't really paying attention to the chat there for a second. Sorry. Yep. If I didn't, Vicky, I will definitely make sure I give your number to her. So that way you two can talk or whatever. So let me recheck every. Yep, I'm checking that. So we're good there. Yeah, I really don't drink enough to say I drink, man. I mean, a fifth lasts me well more than a year. So cool. So hey, we're on the last roll for Bob. So, well, I'm so glad you did pop in there, Whitney. I'm glad to see you in here. Very good to see you. I hope you and Gaming and Isaac and Chunky Butt are all doing great. Going to Biloxi. Well, that'll be a trip. That'll be a nice trip. Well, last pile here, man. Let's hope we find something. And there's a Wheatie. There is a Wheatie. Let's see what we got here. Take a look at it. It appears to be a 1952 Denver. 1952 Denver. Back is kind of gnawed up a little bit. It's not really the greatest in the world, but hey, it's a Wheatie. So alrighty. Well, hey Bob, we did find you a few Wheaties and some BUs, and very nice. Looked like actually probably a somebody busted a Canadian cent set, because that thing is like insanely clean from 2001. So we'll get that put in here for you. And as usual, you get a silver dime, and I'll throw some extra stuff in there for you too, Bob. So thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate you. And we're gonna flip over here and check the PayPal again, see where we're at, and we'll go from there. So, and I'm going to do a refresh. All right then. So we're good. So let's chat. So, yeah, it was really hot here today, man. Humid as heck. Man, just sweating like crazy. Very, very crazy. And it's still early. I mean, it's going to get way worse. It always does. So, I was born in Council Bluffs, Iowa, and pretty much born and raised in Council Bluffs, Iowa. I lived in the country. I lived in a lot of places, and I really liked Missouri, and been down here for about 3 years now, and kind of like it. We'll see how it goes. The front and center? You mean the one laying there right by this one right here? Is that the one you're talking about, Bob? Okay, well, that's a 2014 Battle of War of the Pacific half-ounce round, and a 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar coin. And those are what I'm giving away from my 400 sub giveaway. I'm almost there. So when I hit 400, I'm going to post up a video, and everybody can comment on that. And then I'm going to do a random comment picker from YouTube, and we'll give it away to somebody. And I'm going to do a really big one for my 500 sub giveaway. So that's what that's for. And the rest of it's out there just for show and tell, I guess. Um, really digging this new mat. I like it a lot. Really cool. So, anybody hasn't seen it, I do have a video I'm going to be posting up after the stream, and you can go check that out. And it's really cool. I like it a lot. My Kronos is protected in my case, Bob. I got a Kronos right there on my mat. See it? Woo, isn't that a beauty? Yep, got a Kronos right there on my mat. So, Paul's best friend is Isaac. Godfather's waiting to get tattooed for him. It's kind of had me tear up. Wow, that's cool, man. That is really cool. Really cool. Very nice, Whitney. Oh, sorry, guys. Wow. Ugh. So is anybody else getting bad weather besides Oklahoma and stuff? Or are you you guys still getting bad weather, Vicky? All right, Bob. Well, thank you, bud. Appreciate your donation and stuff, and we'll get that stuff hooked up and get it sent out to you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, bud. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting some storms too over the next couple days, but I don't know how. I don't think we're in the very dead center of the severe weather track. So, have a good night, Bob's Coins, bud. Get some rest, bud. Hey, Mudswat, how you doing, bud? Yeah, I seen that, man. I seen it on KMA Land. That they closed Nebraska City and Hamburg canceled their massive 100+ vendor flea market that was coming up because the flooding started up again. So I seen all that, and that's really a bummer. I know Les Hills Harley Davidson just got back in their building. So I'm hoping they're not getting hammered. That's just horrible. There's nothing wrong with playing in the storms, Whitney. Good to see you in here, Mud Swat. Thank you for coming in, bud. So what else is new going on? Everybody picking up a bunch of silver. I haven't seen your latest video yet, Vicky. I was gonna watch that after the stream. I know a lot of people are buying a lot of silver since the price is going down, and you know, that makes sense. You know, because it's not gonna stay there forever, and I probably I'm going to try to pick some up here sometime in the very near future as well. Yeah, I hear that, Vicky. I hate it too. I don't mind the storms at all. It's just I don't like the inconvenience of the power being out. Hey, Quackers, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you very much. Good to see you in here. Nice to see everybody in here. More the merrier. Yeah, Quackers was just in there at Seeker's auction last night. Yep. I'm doing okay. Full Push Metals in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Very good to see you, bud. Glad you made it. Very good to see you in here, bud. I figure you've been pushing all day. So... Hope you're doing well, man. Staying safe. Hope you're staying out of the storms and all that stuff. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, it was pretty warm. Fortunately, we had a couple deliveries and stuff today and some miscellaneous stuff. Fortunately, we didn't get slammed. But it was still a busy day nonetheless. Yeah, Armando, I'm just the opposite. I need to start picking up a few more things if I can. Yes, Vicky, it is. Sure is. I just find it, you know, really hard myself. I've been picking up some stuff at auctions and stuff like that on TAC, on Facebook, and a couple other places, because it's just, man, when you run up on these deals and you know, I'm pretty, I guess I could say, frugal. I don't like overpaying like some people do on some stuff, but I try to stay within a buck or couple bucks of spot, which I know is sometimes really hard, and I miss out on a lot of stuff because of it. But I run across some really nice some nice stuff on tack, and I've been picking up a few things, and it's just really hard for me to pass them up when I get such a great deal. I mean, I'll put a bid on something. If it sticks, it sticks. If it don't, it don't. And I've been getting lucky and picking up a few. So, but I haven't really put my foot down and actually went to a bullion place or APMEX or any place like that, which I think, you know, I don't have a problem with some of their prices, but their shipping is insane. And, you know, they're trying to keep the small guy from you know, building up his stack, because, you know, if you got enough money to pay $150, $200 or whatever, they waive the shipping. But the little guy, you know, that just wants to pick up a coin for somebody or a round or something, you know, they want to charge you $9 to ship one. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Well, I might talk to you about that later on, Armando. That'd be cool. You know, it's stuff that I could give away at the end of the stream or something, and whatever. So that'd be something I may be interested in. I know there's 2 or 3 years that I definitely want to pick up for Stacy, for different reasons, for other people and stuff or whatever. But I'll talk to you about that later on. Maybe we can work something out. That's funny. Hey, Dirty Nichols, welcome back, bud. Glad you made it back, buddy. Good to see you in here. So, Dom, did your kids like the contents of that mail? Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. I'm sure they'll be very happy with it. So, wow. I would definitely be getting a hold of them, Vicky, and making them correct that. That is not exactly what you paid for, and they shouldn't be. They should be checking that stuff before they ship it. I know they probably got like 10 people in a warehouse that are stuffing envelopes, so to speak, figuratively speaking, and they don't really look at none of the stuff. And they don't care, but that's still wrong. Wow, no doubt, man. I'm going to check out that video. So, like I said, I'll check it out after the stream. But man, that's just you know, they can't expect people to be happy with stuff like that. They know it's wrong. You spend good money for stuff, you shouldn't have to worry about whether or not it's quality or not. I will check it out, Vicky. As soon as the stream's over, I plan on doing that. I'm going to post my my opening of the box video as well. And hey, Full Push, and the rest of you that probably weren't in there earlier when I mentioned it. I got my pennies tonight that were sent to me, and I'm going to try to do a deal called, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to name it yet, but where I'm going to have people send me boxes of pennies, and I'm going to pay for them, of course, and the shipping, but they'll send them to me from all around the country, and I'll use those on a stream, and we'll say they're pennies that were deployed from whatever state and whatever. And you know, so just an idea I'm kind of kicking around. So we'll see how it goes. But I got enough pennies to last me next couple weeks, so I'm still good. Yeah, so I should be good for the next couple, 2-3 weeks anyway. The box I got today, they sent me. It actually cost. No, that's fine, man. If you're coming down, then I should. I'll be fine until then. But yeah, you know, I'm just still working on ideas, so there's nothing set in stone, and it was just kind of an idea I was kicking around, trying to figure out a way to make it fun, make it interesting, and stuff like that, but still be something that keeps my stream rolling. The box I just got, the pennies I just had shipped to me, I paid for the pennies and shipping, and you know, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, it cost me a few bucks per box for the shipping and stuff, but you know, that's very cool. You know, and these pennies, if I do it the way I'm talking about, I get to keep myself supplied, so I still got pennies for the stream, so I can do my stream, and they're coming from all over the country, so I'm not drawing out of the same pool every time. Hey, Clever Coin, what's up? Good to see you. Well, that's cool, man. Thank you very much for stopping in and smashing that like. I do appreciate it. I appreciate having you here. Well, you know what? To tell you the truth, Dom, I did let her know ahead of time that this was coming and that it was very heavy, and that please leave it, because it is a woman, and I did tell her to leave it at the post office and just let me know when it was here, and I would go pick it up myself, because I knew it was going to be very heavy and I did not want her to lift in it. So even the guy behind the counter at the post office, he was like, he didn't like the idea of picking it up either, but he had to hand it to me. So all right, Whitney, thank you very much for being in here. I appreciate you being here. It was nice seeing you in here. I'm glad you and everybody else is doing well. And let's hope it keeps staying that way. Wish you nothing but the best. And I'll see you again on the next one. Have a great night. Yeah, well, they don't. They're I'm down here in southern Arkansas, and they yeah. Anyway, thank you, Whitney. You have a great night, hon. Hey, the whole key, Quackers, is when you go to McDonald's, if you want to know what they really taste like, you go there and you order your fries and tell them you want them with no salt. And they'll have to make a fresh batch. And then when you get them, then you put all the salt on them you want. And then that way you can make sure that they're fresh fries. So they're awesome, though. I like them a lot. I actually, back in the day when I lived up north, when I had access to all those places all the time, I used to go. There was a McDonald's and a Burger King right across the street from each other. And I used to go through the drive-thru at Burger King and get me the original chicken sandwich with cheese. And then I'd drive over to McDonald's and go through the drive-thru and get me a large fry. And so Yeah. So that's what I used to do because they were right there across the street from each other. So it was really cool. Quackers, I'm going to tell you something that's even more shocking than that. I've never watched an episode of Game of Thrones. Well, look at all the people leaving the chat. No, I'm just kidding. Well, Vicky, people don't think that Stacy's crazy for doing that. They absolutely know she is. So they look at her like she's crazy because we'll go into someplace and we'll get those fries and she'll ask them for a cup of tartar sauce and they look at her like, but you didn't order anything that requires tartar sauce. Yeah, they do, Vicky. They do. I'll agree with that. The only thing I eat from there is their onion rings. No, we'll go in there and they say, she'll say, I need a cup of tartar sauce too. And they'll say, but what? It's really funny. Hey, Vicky, that's not really so much of a wow when you consider the fact of that we don't watch TV. Yeah, I agree with you, Dirty Nichols. I agree there 100%. We haven't owned a TV for 3 years, so because they're just, I can watch movies. She can watch movies and stuff on Netflix. I watch stuff I need to on streaming online on Fox or anything like that. So I really I don't need all the hype, and I definitely don't want the extra expense when I'm not gonna I'm not gonna utilize it. So anyway, well, hey, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to hit the refresh over here on the PayPal, and which I just did, and we're good to go. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Been streaming for just about an hour and a half. So I'm going to do an end of stream giveaway. We have a package here from Vicky C and from Ravenhawk, and they were donated to the end of stream. So we got a bunch of pennies and miscellaneous in there. Plus, there's going to be 2 silver dimes, and I'm going to throw something in there to boot. Probably I don't know, maybe a 40%er. Hey, King's Coins, how you doing? Coin Ending Couple, how you doing? So we'll probably going to do an end of stream giveaway here in a few minutes. Nice to see King's Coin pop in here. It's good to see you, bud. Coin Ending Couple, good to see you. And thanks for smashing the like. That's a lot of sodium. How are you doing? Just hang out, sodium, and you'll find out I do this the same way every time. I don't have a boatload of people in here, so it's not really that much of a big deal. I will pick a number, and I'll ask everybody to pick between a certain number and a certain number, and the first one to pick it will be the winner. So pretty simple. Know a lot of people do it differently, so we'll go from there. But I don't care. There's 15 people in here, so I don't care. Just random. I don't care. I'll look at it and I'll tell everybody what to pick when I see it. Okay? So I had Stacy's Miscellany write down a number. And I have it folded up, and it's right there in that paper. And yep, Stacy found this one, Kings. She found this one here at work today, and that's the first one we had. So it's really cool, but it is Stacy's. I still haven't found one. I want to get one from every one. I want to get a Memorial Park of Lowell, and I want to get one of each of the next three. So we'll get one eventually. You know, I'm not going to pay the high premium a lot of people are asking for them. I just find that a little crazy for paying that kind of money for a clad coin. So, I mean, I know they're rare and limited production, but still, they don't. In my opinion, they don't warrant the premium that they're bringing in a lot of places. So, yeah, you most definitely want to do that, Kings. You know, if you get fortunate enough to get, you know, several of the Lowells, then keep a few. Same thing with Memorial Parks and any of the next ones that come out. You know, I personally, if I had an opportunity to get that many, I'd probably keep 5 of each, just for backup purposes, because you don't know what the premium's going to be 10 years down the road. They may be something that's insanely collectible. You know, because there is only 2 million of each one that's being made at West Point. So, anyway. So with that being said, I'll hit this PayPal one more time for a refresh, and if we're good, we'll go ahead and I'll throw the numbers out there and we'll do this into stream. So that's what we're gonna do. Just checked it, we're good. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna type the word go in the chat, and I'm going to type in the range, and when I say go, when you see it in the chat, you can start entering. Please enter only one time until I tell you otherwise. If you enter more than once, you're disqualified. Please pay attention to the rules, and let's make it honest and even for everybody. You get one guess until I tell you otherwise. If nobody guesses it on the first round, then I will tell you you are allowed to guess again, and we'll do that until somebody guesses it. I just want to make it fair for everybody. Some people are on phones, some people are on laptops, iPads, tablets, whatever, and they don't all download the same. So I just don't want somebody that's lagging real bad to get left out in the rain because somebody else had a faster system than everybody else. So that's why I do it that way. I try to be fair to everybody. So just guess one time. When you see it pop up in the chat, I will ask you to begin, and let's have fun. Good luck to everybody, and I really do appreciate everybody being here, and really enjoyed it a lot, and let's have fun. So here we go. As soon as we see the number, then we'll type stop, and we'll go from there. And if you happen to win and I don't already have your address, please make sure you email it to me at the email address that's listed on the PayPal board in front of you. And that way I can get your item shipped to you. So there was the first round, I believe, and I haven't seen the number. So I'm going to type go again, same range, and I will have you guess again. Please take note of all the numbers that were already guessed so we're not seeing multiples of the same stuff, and you're not eliminating yourself from having a chance to win. So here we go. Okay, you can stop, and I will. I'm going to show you the number. The first person on my screen that had this number was Full Push Metals. So that was right below Mr. Dirty Nickels' guess of 24. So if that's what it is. And then Sly Lie Unleashed had it about 5 guesses or 6 guesses later. But congratulations, Full Push Metals. I really, I don't know if I still have your address, man. So email me. That'd be great. Or, you know, Facebook or whatever. I think you got my phone number. Text it to me, something. That way I got your address again. And I can start sending you a lot of mail harassing you, asking for more beef jerky and stuff like that. So, no, I'm just kidding, man. Send me your address, man, and I'll make sure I get that stuff sent out to you, bud. Thank you very much. Full Push. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody for being here. I want to thank you for spending your time with me. Instead of doing something productive, you know, it's always nice to waste your time doing stuff, you know, you want to do sometimes. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you. I do a lot, and I'm glad I'm streaming and I'm good to go for a while. So, thank you very much for being here. Thank you to everybody that donated. Vicky C, Ravenhawk, Bob's Coins. I do appreciate you. Very glad to see you. Very good to see you, Vicky. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, J-Dog. Thank you, Vicky C. Thank you, Mr. Dirty Nickels. Thank you, Stacy's Miscellany. To my mods, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I do appreciate that. That's a lot of sodium. Hopefully we'll see you again on the next time. So this pretty much all the same time every week, Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Central. We do the same thing. I only got one tier. Try to keep it simple, but everybody's happy with the stuff they get. At least I haven't heard anything otherwise. So, so far so good. Let's keep it going. And as the general likes to say, you're dismissed.